All right, everybody, how's it going? Welcome. We are, of course, in November 1997, and checking it out here. We are just kind of cruising along until we get to, of course, New Year's Eve, Sunday week 4 in December, where we will have the first ever Grand Prix, Revolution FC Grand Prix 1997, and we will be crowning our first ever champion, the Revolution FC Open Weight Champion. I'm excited to see how well this goes. Of course, we got the 8 competitors: Dwayne Cason, Royce Alger, Carlos Newton, Brad Kohler, Dan Henderson, Matt Linland, and then Joe Charles and Laverne Clark. So yeah, I'm excited to see what happens. Let me see here. I think I might just get through Mondays. And we'll see if there's anyone, of course, at the beginning of December. To see if there's anything. Oh, let's see what happened here. Now listening offers. Alright, so Pancrase already looking to get him. Bob Schreiber. Huh. Holland 3 and 5. He's probably not that good. No, he's not. He's comfortable in the ring, but that's about it. He doesn't have much. He's an unknown in America as well, so doesn't mean too much. Yeah, I'll probably end up passing on him though. Ooh, they have updated world rankings. Let's see what they got here. All right. Got some interesting up and downs here. Of course, none of my guys are going to end up, in that pound-for-pound ranking. Let's see what this has. Valentin. Oh, yeah, that's right. I did try to sign Valentin Overeem. Cool. All right, so I did get him. I remember seeing him and was like, maybe. And then I guess I already made that decision to try to end up getting that. All right. So yeah, no one that I really want right here. So I'll just go to next Monday. Oh, you know what? I won't deal with Matt Hume right now. I'm mostly just waiting to get here. Oh, Randy Couture, his annoyance with Kevin Randleman. Ooh. Got a little bit of a feud between them here. Yeah, Matt Hume beat local fighter. That makes sense. Nothing going on this week. They do have the Pride show. Not sure if there's anyone I'll have to worry about that I might want to see. Sakuraba. There's Vitor Belfort. That'll be interesting to see. So they'll probably stop me once we get to Sunday. Yeah, we might as well just quickly look through this here. But yeah, I'm gonna skip to the end, see what happens. Sakuraba submitting him in 3 rounds, and it was a great fight. Interesting. Well, good for Sakuraba, man. Big upset. Oh yeah, I guess yeah. Skill-wise, Vitor Belfort is much better than him. Guy Metzger getting the Pride FC Middleweight Championship. Let's see, Metzger, Kevin Jackson. See, a lot of people that probably... probably... Okay, so guys I could probably get would be the ones who are cut. Anyone else is not someone I could probably grab. Mark Hall. 5-7. Not great. Pretty average all around. Never backs down from a fight. It's not bad. I'll at least shortlist him. I could use some tomato cans. I could use some good tomato cans in my ring while I'm trying to get some face fighters up here. Let's take a look and see. Let's see. Specifically unemployed, active fighter, male. We'll just say they're based in America. To be fair, we can bring someone over if we wanted. Yeah, I think that's about good there. All right. 5-5. Oh, he ended up getting cut from UFC. Just lost to Mark Coleman. Seems like he didn't really do too much here. Low level regional, he's 900 per fight. Doesn't seem that bad. We'll shortlist him. Oh, I already had him on my shortlist. See, he's already a guy I was looking at. All right. Let's see. He was already cut to. This guy has got some, value just fighting local dudes. Might be good to actually put on the only thing is the $1,000 a fight, but I'll shortlist him. Oh, I already did short. Wow. I'm on the ball. That does not look like a 29-year-old dude. That has to have been from like later on in his career. Let's see, 32, 28. So he's got the 4-1, 900 a fight though. Let's see what he's got here. Pretty weak just about everywhere, so I don't know if I would even care. Let's see. Sakuraba probably is just gonna get signed. That's not even worth trying to get. Matt Ayers has been booked to face Mark Coleman. Jesus, they're feeding Mark Coleman every can possible. It doesn't seem like there's anybody I really want, unless I go. Let's see if there's anyone in Canada. There's this dude. He's $100 a fight. Yeah, if he moves to America. I mean, I should be able to use him anyway, but I mean, if he moves to America, that's easier. 10 fights. There you go. $100. There you go. I don't think anyone else is going to give him a shot. He's average. Fearless Lance Gibson. All right. Anyone in Mexico? No one in Mexico. Wonder if there's anyone in, let's see, South America. Any jiu-jitsu guys? Evangelista Santos. Okay. I might try him out if I can get him to move base. You want to stay with in South America? Okay, I will shortlist him though because he looks all right. Axe murderer. High intensity, high pressure tactics coming forward constantly. Loves to strike, savage, stomps and kicks. Ooh. This sounds like a guy I would actually want to have. It's like he sounds perfect, but he wants to stay and train with his team right now. So if he leaves his team, I could probably grab him. Japan. Anyone I can convince to move here? Preferably someone young. Ooh. I mean, he's lost a lot of his fights, but let's see what he's got. Nah. All right, let's go back to this dude. 23 years old. Kind of weak, average, unknown. I could talk him to moving. All right, so he moved to America. I could do that. This poor dude is moving to America for $130 a fight to just get murdered. He's lost a lot, but maybe I won't worry about it too much. Let me see if there's other people. Oops. Try not to hit the mic too much. I don't mind him. He looks 6-4, so he's got a winning record. He's young. Armbar master, loves to roll. Might be something I could try if he wants to move. Okay, cool. So he doesn't have a team or anything, so he can come here. I'll give him the 4 years, 10 fights. Move him up to like 9% because I think that's what it seems to be is the minimum, which is fine. Make that offer. All right. So yeah, I'm just trying to grab some decent guys. Ooh. Okay, 2-0, young dude. He's got an excellent chin, above average skills. I like this guy. He's probably going to want to stay. Oh no, he's moving. All right, cool, sweet. Negotiate. This looks like a guy I'd actually want to use. We're gonna be on our way to getting rid of the non-face people. This kid, 19 years old, pretty average at everything, but he's a leg lock master and loves to roll. Did I already shortlist him? I forget. I don't think I did, but he's willing to move. This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do is try to convince people to come here, bring them in, give them a shot. He's got a lot of stuff that makes him decent. I'll have to consider it. I'm going to shortlist him for now. Ooh. I was a little bit nicer on the 22 years old and everything. I'd probably have to look back again at some of these guys. 27, 34, Jesus. All right. So I think that's pretty good. Sign like 5 new people to try to come into move to America and try to come into the company. Make something out of them. That'll be nice. Ooh. I had my dinner and I don't know why it's just like not. It's not like not agreeing with me, but it's just one of those things where it's like, I felt better. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at that. Sakuraba, of course, he stayed with Pride, and those other dudes are in now. So now we're getting a roster together. We're getting a roster. I feel like at this point, the faceless guys are going to be good for getting the crap kicked out of them. Except for the Scott Baker dude. The Scott Baker dude actually has a win over Alger. And some of these other guys. Yeah, I feel like these guys could probably start to get cut here soon. The faceless guys. Trying to see here. Yeah, some of these guys are like, okay, but actually he's a mid-level regional. Jesus. Hey, D-Pop, what's up? Why is he a mid-level regional? I need to start canning them out to other people too. I'm almost. I've pretty much got a full enough card to not have all these faceless guys anymore. But I need to get around to that. Let's see here. So that was Monday there. Get to the next Monday. We're almost to the end of the year. And we're only 15 minutes in. I forgot how quickly this goes. Anything? Nothing seems to have happened. That's fine. Oh, some American shows trying to run the same night as us. Nah, we're too busy with our. All right, let's go to Monday. Yeah. Oh, why is it so warm? I think it's because it was going up to like 45, maybe 50. Now it's actually up to like the mid 60s again. Because I was certain it wasn't going to dip back down because we're halfway through October. I shouldn't be worrying about it being in the 60s. Let's see here. So nothing going on. We go to Sunday then. That took a lot less time than I thought actually to get through this. Every fighter made weight successfully, obviously, because there's one weight class and it's everything. It's literally everything. Either way, Jesus, after only about 16 minutes, we are at the Revolution FC Grand Prix at 1997. And yeah, I think at this point we're pretty much ready to do this and potentially celebrate. I don't know, when was our first show officially? I think it was like February. But yeah, I've been existing for about a year now in game, so Demetrius Johnson versus Brock Lesnar. I mean, it could at some point. I probably won't keep the open weight thing though. It'd be kind of funny to see what happens because there is a lot of like middleweights versus heavyweights that fight in this, so it's interesting to see what happens. Let's see. All right, so we got a few matches up in the air. Of course, we're gonna watch all of it. I don't even think we have prelims. I didn't even think I used the faceless guys for prelims. Hey, Revolution, what's up? Speaking of Revolution, Grand Prix 1997. Here we go. The 5th Revolution show of 1997. 10 main fights. The main event to be determined for the first ever Revolution FC Open Weight Championship. 8 competitors: the 1-0 Dwayne Cason, the 1-1 Royce Alger, the 3-1 Carlos Newton, the 7-1 Brad Kohler, the 3-1 Dan Henderson, and the 4-0 Matt Lindland, and the 5-5 Joe Charles, and the 4-1 Laverne Clark. As you can see, with some of these guys like Matt Lindland, Carlos Newton, Laverne Clark, Newton and Clark especially, undefeated so far in Revolution. Some of these guys have only had 1 or 2 fights. Of course, as you see, Newton and Laverne Clark each undefeated. So obviously, one of these guys has to suffer their first loss in Revolution FC tonight. And so we'll see Dave Men fighting Enson Inoue, Egan Inoue against Paul Blantello. Barada Ray Cooper making his in-ring return after he lost to Heath Herring. And Revolution's number 12 openweight Mikey Burnett makes his Revolution debut. So yeah, you see the tournament brackets there: Joe Charles versus Laverne Clark, Dan Henderson versus Matt Lindland, Carlos Newton versus Brad Kohler, Dwayne Cason versus Royce Alger. And of course, you see Joe Charles versus Laverne Clark, very close between the two. Laverne Clark might have this with that bit of a hometown advantage they'll have, but this is the Revolution debut of Joe Charles. He'll probably be looking for making a solid impact and perhaps handing Laverne Clark his first loss in Revolution. Very close between the two. We'll see what ends up happening in that one. Dan Henderson versus Matt Lindland. It seems like it was at least kind of close when it was booked, but everyone going for Dan Henderson in this one. And so we'll see what happens there. But yeah, as you could see, resounding belief that Dan Henderson will beat Matt Lindland. The Ronin, Carlos Newton, and Brad Kohler for the first time, despite the many submissions finishes that he has had, Carlos Newton an overwhelmingly voted against for his fight here. You know, but that's what Carlos Newton has done before, though, is take the odds and spin it against his opponent. So everyone going for Brad Kohler, but for my money, I'm going for Carlos Newton. The man has only spent about 8 minutes in the ring and submitted 3 different people in that time. What's up, Jack? And then Dwayne Cason versus the Fighting Farmer, Royce Alger. All 7 of the staff going for Royce Alger, but I wouldn't completely get out Dwayne Cason as well. You know, Royce Alger coming off of I believe he did get a win recently, but he did end up losing to a faceless guy. So, you know, I wouldn't discount Dwayne Cason right now. Hey, Goofy, what's up? Assassin's Creed, huh? I've heard some good things about it. I just haven't gotten around to it. It's been quite a while since I played Assassin's Creed. Of course, we'll have Dave Men versus Yamato Damashi Ensign Inoue. First time these guys have fought. Very close between the two. So we'll see what happens between them here. Any what's here? I'm really confused. But yeah, it seems slightly for Ensign, but we'll see what ends up happening in that one. Then we have, of course, Egan Inoue versus the headhunter Paul Buentello. Once again, most of them going for Inoue, or at least slightly more going for Inoue. But Buentello does have the reach and weight advantage. So we'll see what happens with that. 20 hours, Jesus. Interesting, yeah. Let's see, Mikey Burnett versus Brada Ray Cooper. Yeah, I think Ray Cooper is at least in need of some sort of. Let me see what his. I think he just. Yeah, he coming off of a loss to Heath Herring, so he's going to be looking for a win here against Mikey Burnett, who is making his debut, at least with Revolution, with that 3-1. Most of them going for Cooper to make his comeback, but we'll see what happens there. And that is how we start. Mikey Burnett and Barada Ray Cooper, 3-1, 2-1. Very close between the two. God, I'm sweating. Burnett immediately with a takedown. Oh, jeez. Burnett immediately wrestling him to the ground. I know it's 1997, but immediately... Burnett immediately is he got okay. As I say, I didn't see whether or not they stood him up. I can see Burnett just doing that, just shooting for takedowns, trying to out wrestle him. And there you go, takedown attempt, couldn't do it. Oh, another one, and this time he got it. Khabib Burnett here, taking down Ray Cooper. You know, spend most of your time doing the sandbox stuff instead of actually progressing. Yeah, that's kind of how I played Skyrim when I played it. I think the first like 6-7 hours I didn't hardly get anywhere. Let's see, end of round 2, Burnett 10-9. We'll see what happens. If they are level at 19-19, we're going to round 3. 20-18 for Burnett, 19-19, and 20-18 Burnett is going to give the majority decision immediately. Wow. It was very close. It seemed like Cooper had a little bit more in the first round, but I guess not enough as Mikey Burnett ends up taking him majority decision after 2 rounds average. But Burnett nonetheless gets the win. Ray Cooper in need of some sort of win coming here. Gives a name check to everyone, various sponsors, friends, and family. Gives a show of respect to Cooper, and we are going to the next one. Egan Inoue, Paul Buentello. Very close, slight favor to Inoue, but we'll see what happens. Big size difference, 5'9", 205, 6'2", 265. Inoue's already cut less than 30 seconds into the fight. That's not good. Nemesis system, the Shadow Murder, that's probably your favorite part. Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. Is that Nemesis system like the one where like you kill somebody in line in like the military, and then like the next person down like moves up to that slot? Is that what that is? I can't remember if that was the game or not. Where you take like lower level guys and you kind of work your way up, or you start kind of taking them down, taking out the higher level guys, and then people above them end up like moving up in the hierarchy. All right, 10-9 Buentello. Let's see if Inoue can come back in this one. Not quite the same in Odyssey, but close enough. Okay. 2-punch combo. It looks like Inoue is not able to make happen what he wants to happen here. We'll see what he can do. Can't get some strikes to land. He's only got a couple minutes left. He's gonna have to get something going here. Gonna have to make sure that he can get it. Looks like Buentello's nope. Okay, it looks like Inoue end up taking. Well, no, blocks the takedown again. Let's see if maybe Inoue tries to do it. Oh, there it is, submission. Oh, he got it. He got it with the armbar. I was gonna say it looked like he was trying to take him down, but Buentello was just tired. Just too tired, and I'm not 100% sure Inoue was doing pretty good on the ground there, but you know I'm not 100% sure if that would have gone his way if he hadn't made him tap out with 3 seconds left in round 2. I think he probably would have gotten at least the advantage going. He probably would have at least evened it up going into round 3, but nonetheless, Egan Inoue getting the win, going up to 6-4. Paul Buentello still looking for his first MMA pro victory, down to 0-2. Going here, Inoue praises his team. Fans came out to support him. Praises Buentello for his skill and toughness. Well, the man cut you open within 30 seconds. So, all right, Dave Men and Enson Inoue. Now it's Enson Inoue's time. Let's see if we can make this happen. Let's see. Men doing pretty well at 5-1. Inoue at 5-3, so we'll see how this works. Bit of a weight advantage for an Enson Inoue, though. Both sitting at 5'10". However, he is looks to be about 30 pounds heavier. Let's see, mission in the right hand. It looks like let's see, kind of back and forth between them right now. A lot of standing and trading blows. That's always solid. That's always a good. That always helps for a good solid fight. If they just start, going blow to blow with each other. Under a minute left. Coming in. It's interesting how they're standing and striking, considering they're both wrestlers. You would assume someone would have tried a takedown at some point, but we get through an entire round. Oh, they're booing because there wasn't much action. Okay, well. I mean, these are two wrestlers trying to box one another, so I can see how that could mean something. But I have a feeling whoever hits that first takedown might be able to get the significant advantage and might win this. But no one trying for. Why are we almost 2 rounds deep and 2 wrestlers are not going for? Two wrestlers are not going for any. There's a takedown attempt. There you go. Ensign got him. That might give him a little bit here. Ensign gets to a mount. Almost got it. All right. I didn't see who eventually had the first round here. Ensign definitely got him up. All right. It looks like we'll see what happens here. 1919, 2018 Ensign, 2018 Ensign, which means Ensign Inoue. We will not go to a third round. Ensign Inoue getting the victory. Seemed like kind of a boring fight, unfortunately. So it ended a little bit poorly. I feel like if maybe they had another round, they could have done a little bit better. But nonetheless, Ensign Inoue getting the win. Gets up to 6-3. Dave Mendel dropped to 5-2. All right, let's see. Inoue praises his team, showing respect. He praises his men for his skill and toughness. It is time for the Open Weight Championship Tournament. Let's see how this works. Dwayne Cason, Royce Alger. This is the semifinals. Well, I mean, it's the first. There's only the semifinals here. But decent weight advantage for Royce Alger. We'll see how this works. Boring shit from these grapplers. Crowd wanted strikes. Crowd got strikes. The grapplers only got interesting when they actually went down to the ground, because that's what they can do. They tried striking for a round and a half, and people thought it was boring. I guess that's what happens when you take wrestlers and and they decide to try to strike. Let's see here. It can't seem to land anything, it seems like. Let's see. Time expires. Let's see. Alger, maybe. Possibly. It seems like a bit of a toss-up, honestly. Let's see. Cason Alger hitting the left cross. I don't know how this could go. This is very close here. Both of them just, the occasional strike making it happen. Cason's starting to breathe heavy. Blocking. All right, Cason's starting to come back a little bit, it looks like. Okay. Uh-oh, Alger got him that time. Once again, two wrestlers boxing one another. Let's see what happens. Right cross. Alger might have this. Cason's still hitting him. Let's see if he can make something happen here. I think he might need the slight advantage going into this, but we'll see what happens. Alger getting the 1-2. Oh, my God. Dirty boxing skills. Let's see what happens. Cason 10-9. 1919. We'll see what happens, how they judge it. 2018 Cason. 1919. 2018 Cason means in 2 rounds, Dwayne Cason has gotten the win. I thought for sure that one was going to a 3rd round, but I guess 2 of the judges decided that was enough for Dwayne Cason to get the victory. And there is no need for round 3. Dwayne Cason moving on to the semifinals. Surprising. I figured Royce Alger would do a little bit better, but yeah, I don't know. We gotta find out what his skill set is, which is not much, it seems like. But there you go. Royce Alger going down to Cason. Cason's going to move on. The Ronin, Carlos Newton, Brad Kohler. Decent weight advantage for Kohler, but let's see what happens. The Fighting Farmer, yeah. He's like a Hall of Fame. He's like a Hall of Famer amateur wrestler. Like a collegiate he's a Hall of Fame like collegiate wrestler. So yeah, I'm kind of surprised that neither one of them tried to take the other down. Very close between them, but of course everyone kind of went for scuffed Kurt Angle over there, which when you look at him straight ahead, actually doesn't look anything like Kurt Angle. He still looks like a giant thumb, but still. Either way, the Ronin, Carlos Newton, John McCarthy, the referee for this. Let's see what happens. Once again, they say Carlos Newton having the size disadvantage, but Kohler ended up hitting him. Kohler trying the takedown. He's got the takedown. Uh-oh. This is where Carlos Newton, though, tends to get the advantage here. Let's see. Kohler taking him down. Let's see if maybe he figures out a way to make this happen. All right. All he's got to do. This seems like it's going to take... Oh, no. Exchange of strikes. Looks like it's going in pretty quickly. Oh, got the takedown. Doesn't look like there's going to be much, though. And I think Kohler ends up getting the victory on that one. Round 2 immediately. Let's see what happens. Newton's going to have to go for a takedown here, and he's going to have to be aggressive if he wants to try to get going. Kohler looking for the takedown, and he got it. Uh-oh. Newton's going to have to get something in here. Newton's going to have to go. Let's see. Rear naked choke. No, Newton doesn't make it happen, though. Come on, Newton. Can Carlos Newton make it happen? Kohler pounds away, not able to make it happen. Rear naked choke. No, stops him, though. He's going to have to figure out something here. Oh, no. Carlos Newton. Rear naked choke. Ends up getting him and taps out Carlos Newton. Wow. Brad Kohler is going on. Damn. Well, shit. Every time I put I'm glad I haven't specifically put all my eggs in one basket, because I was really rooting for Carlos Newton to get far in this tournament, and that did not happen. It seemed pretty close between them, but yeah, Newton just wasn't able to wrestle him down for a submission. Instead, he himself gets tapped out, which, yeah, oh well, you know. Things happen, but yeah, I guess we'll be going on here. Brad Kohler going into the semifinals. Carlos Newton going to suffer his first loss in Revolution FC. Damn. Dan Henderson and Matt Lindland. This is one that on the lines Dan Henderson easily had, but we'll see what happens. You know, you never know what'll happen. Touching of the gloves. Here we go. Lindland already trying to take him down. Ooh. Lindland already taking him down here. Let's see if he could do anything about it. This might be what he tries to do here. Nope, standing back up. I knew eventually they're going to have to stand him back up, but I think Lindland, no, couldn't take him down that time. But I think the one takedown might be enough if Henderson can't... make anything happen here. I think, bit of a snoozer. Lindland ended up getting that one. Henderson's going to have to do something here this round. Oh, man. Henderson trying for the takedown. He got it. All right. Let's see if he can make something happen here. Fox Lindland trying to transition to guard. Let's see here. Still pounding away. Keeping him set right there. Punch it down. Not a lot of damage taken, though, but he's still throwing. Anything going? Nope, lack of progress, and that is it. Henderson taking that round. Let's see what we got here. Will we have a third round? All three judges, 19-19. We're going to go to a deciding third round, and here we go. Lindland immediately shooting on him, but not able to make it happen. Jesus. Come on, Henderson. Man, if Dan Henderson loses like this so early in his fight career, I mean, I guess that happens to everybody early enough in their fight career, but you figured he'd be able to make something happen. A lot of smothering up against the ropes. Let's see what they have happen. Grappling too long. Okay. I think Lindland might have been able to make this happen. All right, that one's it here. So let's see. 10-9 in favor of Henderson. Okay, so that was definitely 10-9 in favor of Henderson. Dan Henderson getting the 29-28 unanimous decision victory over Matt Lindland. I was a little worried there. Lindland immediately started going in on him and wasn't 100% sure how that was going to turn out. But Matt Lindland taking his first loss to Dan Henderson. And Henderson will be the fourth guy. Or no, I think we're only 3 in. But Henderson will be going on to the semifinals. And we have our final Quarterfinal match. Joe Ghetto Man Charles, Laverne Clark, the hometown boy. Laverne Clark undefeated thus far. We'll see if he can spoil the Revolution debut of Joe Charles. All right, let's see how this has. Clark has a major size disadvantage. Nearly 100 pounds difference is now as I'm... Jesus, Joe Charles is just... Oh, no. But we'll see what happens. I think maybe Charles might just... Oh, no, Clark got him. Oh, my God, he's immediately done. Holy shit. Oh, my God. Immediately, Joe Charles tried to throw his weight around on Laverne Clark. Clark ends up locking in a triangle, and it's over. Joe Charles in 226 taps out. It's over, and Laverne Clark is going to the semifinals. Jesus. Oh, man. I can't wait to see what happens with Laverne Clark. All right, let's see here. We're into the semifinals. What do we got? Dwayne Cason and Brad Kohler. One of these two guys going on to the finals to fight for the Revolution FC Openweight Championship. John McCarthy, the referee. Kohler is a much larger fighter. He has a slight height disadvantage, but he is 28 pounds heavier. So let's see what happens here. Kohler was breathing heavier, I think, throughout this. So we'll see if Cason ends up getting the better end of this. Cason knocked down. Oh, Kohler. Big strike. That might be it. He stops the fight. Oh, my God. Scuffed Kurt Angle. Taking the win against Cason 2 minutes into round number 1. And he'll get plenty of time to rest. Going into the final. Holy crap. Oh, man. Brad Kohler moving on to the finals. Jesus. Whoops, stop that timer. This is the fight right here. Dan Henderson versus Laverne Clark. One of these two guys going on to the Revolution FC Openweight Championship final. Let's do this. John McCarthy, the referee. Man, this feels like this is gonna be like oh my God, takes him down. This is gonna be like the Western Conference Finals from this last year with the Warriors and Rockets, where this is basically, I guess, never mind. I was gonna say this is the true final, but then again, Dan Henderson just immediately dispatches of Laverne Clark. Jesus, all the potential favorites seem to be gone in favor. I mean, Dan Henderson was definitely a favorite in this. But I was expecting Clark and Newton to put on slightly better showings. I guess Clark did do pretty well, but does it? Okay, it doesn't immediately showcase where he's at, but he's got a lot. He's got a lot of momentum, but he's going to take his first Revolution loss tonight. It was a good try, though, as Dan Henderson goes on to the finals. And now he doesn't actually have the title. And here we go. We will determine the first ever Revolution FC open weight champion, Brad Kohler versus Dan Henderson. One of these guys will make history and become the first Revolution FC champion. Let's see how we go. The final of the first ever Grand Prix of 1997. Let's go. Kohler's got a 30-pound weight advantage over Henderson. Henderson looking for the takedown. No. Let's see what happens here. Not a whole lot going on right now. Both these guys seem pretty tired. So we'll see if anything interesting comes of this. Not a whole lot going on, I think, right now in the first round. But then again, we've got several rounds to go through here, so we'll see what happens. Round 1 done. Henderson 10-9. Heavy favorite here against Kohler, despite how strong Kohler's been looking. Just not quite on the level of Henderson, but let's see if he can do something about it. Seems like Kohler is extremely tired. They say Henderson's really tired. I think Kohler might actually be worse with that. But if we don't get a finish, we got 4 rounds. So we'll see if anything comes of that. Still, it's still Kohler. Kohler seems to be. It seems like he knows that he needs to. It's going to take a Hail Mary at this point to make this happen. Henderson is just killing him right now. Sloppy clinch. Kohler looking for the trip. No. Henderson gets the takedown right at the end of the round. That definitely is going to help Henderson on that one. Kohler looked like he's been in a war. Round 3. He's going to have to figure out something in these next 2 rounds. But Henderson, nope. Okay. Tries the takedown. Let's see. Okay, Henderson pounding away at him, though. I think this might be it. I don't think it's going to get out of this round. I'll be surprised, I think, at this point if it gets out of this round. Let's see. Mounts Kohler. Big rights. No, nothing happened. Yeah, I think at this point it's pretty much a done deal. Kohler can't seem to get anything going. He's going to have to finish him in round number 4 if he wants to walk away with the championship. Henderson up 3 rounds. So Kohler's going to have to find a way to finish this if he wants the championship. Kohler goes down. Never mind. That one's it. Done. It's over. Damn. Fantastic right cross. Kohler is Dunsky. And the first ever Grand Prix winner, the Revolution Grand Prix 1997. Dangerous Dan Henderson, the first ever Grand Prix winner for Revolution FC and the first ever Revolution FC open weight champion, the first champion in Revolution FC history right here. And New Year's Eve 1997. Dan Henderson knocking him the hell out 1:01 into round number 4. Finishing the fight, and this one is done. Praising his team, celebrates winning the Grand Prix, calls it a great achievement. I want to know how many people he just did that in front of. H-bomb, definitely. In front of 147 people. The critical rating was at least good. I was expecting with some of the average to poor fights that were going on, if it wasn't going to do all that great. Commercial rating did fine because we're a low-level regional, so we did perfectly fine there. 147 people in attendance to watch Dan Henderson become the first champion. No broadcast team because we're not really broadcasting. There we go. Increased by 0.7% on that one. Knockout of the night, Dan Henderson. Fight of the night, Henderson, Laverne Clark. Oh, it's going to make me cry. Laverne Clark with his submission over Joe Charles. Yeah, I think actually that one sounded a lot better than the Kohler Newton one. Kohler just kind of had his way with Carlos Newton. So yeah, I think that's a pretty good set of nightly awards there for that. They would show the improvement thing in TEW. Yeah, that would be nice too. That'd be nice to know how much I was gaining rather than having to physically go into the editor to find out. Either way, there we go. Yep, leave with the awards set as above. And I actually made a little bit of money. I actually made about $2,500. That's great. Sponsorship merch did good. Gate receipts did good. Once again, I think people paid like $75 a piece. Dan Henderson made $6,500 tonight. Everyone else made less than $1,000. Jesus. Well, there you go. Oh man, poor Carlos Newton made $113 for that fight because he couldn't get the win or a bonus or anything. Dan Henderson walked away with nearly $6,600. It cost $10,000 for the fighters. 60% of the expenditure was just for Dan Henderson. Jesus, I don't want to see any. I don't need to see any of that. Face of the company money, yeah. I can't wait to find out that UFC is about ready to take him away from me. I'm sure that's what's going to happen. Oh, Brad Kohler will be training with Warsham's Team X to prepare for his next fight. Yeah, joining with doing a fight team would be helpful. Let's see here. Yeah, Bradley there, and Joe Rook. Okay. Fighter of the Year 1997, Tsuyoshi Kosaka. Company of the Year, Pancrase. Fight of the Year. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Egan Inoue over Sam Cox at Revolution 1. Sure. This one, Egan Inoue and Sam Cox. This one got Fight of the Night, and this was Fight of the Year. 3:19 into round 2. None of the great fights that happened afterwards. Just that one. Show of the year was Pancrase Nowhere to Run. Win Pat of the Year, yeah. Knockout of the Year, Wanderlei Silva, when he knocked out Fabio Gurgo in UFC 19. I mean, it helps that we're in 1997 or 1998, and there's only like 5 companies to choose from. So, but yeah. Submission of the Year, Osami Shibuya, also with Pancrase. Main event, Kiyoshi Tamura and Royler Gracie from Pancrase as well. Rookie of the Year, Randy Couture. Team of the Year, Carlson Gracie Fight Team. Not sure who's been in there. Do I have anyone from there? Doesn't look like I have anyone there, but yeah. Looks like, they got Vitor Belfort and a few other people as well. Upset of the Year. Waleed Ismail getting a win over Jerry Bolander. Worst fight of the year? Oh boy, of course. Anson Inoue getting a victory over Dave Men. Wait, when was that? Oh, that was at the Grand Prix this year. Oh, great. Fantastic. Wait, I just thought about, I want to see, where's my, oh God, where's my, okay, so Egan Inoue got Fight of the Year, Best Fight of the Year, and then Enson Inoue got Worst Fight of the Year. Perfect. Seemed like we produced some decent fights, but also some real stinkers. Let's see here. Our credibility's nice, though. Credibility is quite a bit up, featuring a lot of ranked fighters. Deserving challenger at Grand Prix. 2 highly ranked fighters. Wow, we got a lot for that Grand Prix, man. We got a lot of big stuff there. Not doing any drug testing kind of hurt us just a little bit, but I don't mind all that much. We're up to 3.7. We're gonna never make it to the big time. Either way, let me take a look at this. Belts, Revolution FC Openweight Champion Dan Henderson. Can't wait to vacate that title when UFC ends up picking him up. Which I just feel like is going to happen. Let's go back to America and see if there's anyone who might have shown up to grab. Yeah, that guy wasn't too bad. Doesn't look like anyone I really care about grabbing at this point. Go back to Japan, see if there was anyone. Looks like there's maybe some new people. Not sure. Okay. Any new guys? I mean, probably him, but let's see. That guy 7-1. It might seem like he'd be pretty good, I guess. Interesting. I guess I won't try to grab anybody right now for January. I don't know. Jobbers plus Sakuraba. Hey, I was gonna say between Pride and Pancrase though, they got some dudes. Pancrase got. I mean, Boss Rutan isn't exactly, Japanese, but they got Suzuki. They got Suzuki. Yuki Kondo's been doing pretty well. I think Pride's got probably the better guys. Severn, who's not Japanese. Pedro Rizzo, who's not Japanese. Rex and Gracie, who's not Japanese. This isn't helping me, actually. This isn't helping my the point I was making. Takada. Okay. Don't know where he is. Probably Vitor Belfort. Was he in Pancrase? I wasn't looking. Ah, crap. Either way, he's probably in Pride, and I missed it. I completely missed it. 100% missed it. Wow. He was in Pride, okay. Oh, here, Nobuhiko Takada. Oh, look, 0-2. Lost to Rix and Gracie, and then I'm not even going to attempt that name. Currently 0-2. Fantastic. As you can see, doing phenomenal. Let's see. Pride Revolution constantly shits on Takada because he was so bad. Oh. He's worth a lot. I did see that much. How much money? He was getting, that said like $9,000. $9,200 per fight. Wow. But he's got strong marketability. Let me see here. I think there was a few things I wanted to look at. All right, my credibility is good. My stability is good. Yep, you should get him. I'm not paying no $9,000 for him. Perfect foil for Bob. I mean, if I get to that point. Broadcast team drug testing recommended hires. Oh, this Ken Shamrock guy. I think he's away. He's on hiatus. I don't think I can talk to him, can I? I don't think I could talk to him to come in here. Yeah, I think if he's on hiatus, I can't just straight up sign him. Don Fry, I think, is about the same way. Yeah, he's on hiatus too. Frank Shamrock. It's you should get Ken Shamrock. That'd be great, but Ken Shamrock's not. He's busy with WWF. Get Frank Shamrock. Why? $1,500. He probably wouldn't be too bad. That'll be the face of my division there. I feel like if I'm gonna spend $1,500, if I'm gonna spend that much money, I'm gonna get Pat Miletich. That's how that's gonna work. And we're minus 3,000. How? We made some decent money. Just still wasn't enough though. Damn. All right, so we're still kind of in the hole. That's not great. I need to get some money. I need to make money on these shows. I need to get people to show up. Where's absences? Okay. Let's get through the end of the month then, and then we can look at this stuff. Because it looks like most of these guys are going to show up at the end of the month, like next month. So let's just move on to February, because I think anything in January is pretty much a wash. Trying to do some stuff with that. Do I want to watch Mark Coleman? Nah. I will press the space bar just to ensure that I take a look at my stuff here. Coleman beat Anderson. I'm shocked. Anyone cut George Baroni? A lot of non guys I really care about. I wonder if Dan Henderson got to be anywhere in the mix here. Nope, still nothing for that. Dan Henderson not allowed to be considered up there. Is he a middleweight? Or was he a welterweight? Or am I really... Or was he a... I think he was all over the place most of the time. I felt like... There he is, light heavyweight. Our one lone guy. Shudo, UFC light heavyweight. Pride FC middleweight. Alright, yeah, let's go to... let's just go a day. Anything that happened? Dwayne Cason visiting the Dungeon Leaves American Kickboxing Academy. Thought he did okay. I guess he's not big on that. The return of Dan Severn. Oh, medium hand injury, but I think he's got an exclusive contract with Pride. I got excited for a second when I saw the return of Dan Severn. Just waiting for some guys. Kiyoshi Tamura beat Yuki Kondo to win the Pancrase heavyweight title. He'll probably, they'll definitely be getting him back. Jackson talks Belfort. A lot of guys I don't think I really need. Let's see. He's 24, not affiliated with anybody. 1,400 to fight, though, unfortunately. And he's an unknown, and he's kind of shit in the ring. So, Royce Alger left his team. You know what? That's probably a good idea, Royce. I mean, you're losing to everybody, and I don't think that's fair. I feel like you're better than what's actually happening to you. Dave Men left his team. That's probably a good idea, too. Chris Brennan, Josh Mamua retired. Okay. Or Matua. Let's get to Monday, see if there's anything here. And we can build the next fight card after that. And then probably call it good, because we're past the 1 hour mark. But hey, we can at least build that. Laverne Clark got that. Let's see. Andre. What the hell? Andre the Chief Roberts. I feel like that's a name I've heard before. And he's from Iowa. Oh my god. Let me see. Andre. Whoops. The Chief Roberts. What the hell was he like? He went 14-2. Jesus. Okay. Any decent win? Oh, he's got some decent wins. A lot of people I've never heard of, but he did have a win against Ron Waterman in '99. It looks like most of his stuff happened in a span of like 2 years. Like most of his wins and everything came in like '99, and then he just kind of didn't fight again for 4 years. Did okay, but then was done. Oh my god. I love the fact that he's actually... They have a casino commercial. They have a casino commercial from one of the local casinos here.
And Xbox video game star Andre the Chief Roberts.
Oh my god, I've seen this commercial before. That's where I've heard of him before. Holy shit. Of course, being from Iowa, I've actually seen this goddamn commercial before. A local casino here. That's where I've seen him before. I'm like, why does he sound so familiar? It's because they use this.
He's coming.
They actually did that.
Closer than you think. Ultimate Fighting Championship veteran and Xbox video game star Andre the Chief Roberts.
Are you having a good time?
Sure thing, Andre.
That's where I've seen him before. That's where I've seen him before. That's where I've seen him. Okay. Perfect. All right. I gotta get him now. $1,000. Let's do this. Holy crap. As soon as I saw Andre the Chief Roberts and then he opened up the roof, I'm like, oh my God, I remember when that commercial ran here. Because he's from Tama, Iowa, where that Meskwaki casino is at. I remember that. This is one of the I know no one else cares. But it's just kind of funny because it was a local commercial that was here. Oh my God, that's great. Why do I want to call him a better version of Bob Sapp? Because he's an Xbox video game star. And he's from the middle of freaking nowhere. Because Tama is literally... It's the casino, and then it's like just a little bit of other stuff. That's about it. There's not a whole lot. I'm so ready. Oh, Jeremy Horn. Jesus, let's just take all the Iowa fighters, man. Let's go. Let's go. We're gonna make so much bank off of hometown boys. I'm gonna take an assumption that he's not. Jesus, 30-2 already. The man is 24 years old and he's 30-2. How many of those do you like? I don't think you can include bar fights or whatever the kind of street fights he was in. He actually looks really cool. He actually looks really good. Can I get him to move? Because I might try him. He's someone I don't know if I'd want to use him too much, but I want to see if I can talk him to moving. All right, let's do it. This guy's got some. This guy got some. Yeah. So 1,700. He's probably gonna want like 12%. Hopefully 12 is enough. Might have to go 13. Good. Here we go. That's another big name guy. I feel like that's a dude. I hope I'm not getting some guy who ended up being like Igor Vovchanchin. Let me see what he did. 55-10. All right. A lot of fights in Pride. Had losses to Quentin Jackson and Heath Herring in Pride. Beat Valentine Overeem, though. Win over Enson Inoue. Lost to Mark Coleman. He beat Sakuraba back in 2000. No contest with Mark Kerr after illegal knee strikes. Let's see here. Didn't look like anything early on. Looked like he was mostly fighting in Ukraine. Okay. Well, that's cool. Igor Vovchanchin versus Dan Henderson. Perhaps. We can see what happens. Yeah, I think we'll have to go a few days then, and make sure we can get these guys. Oh no, okay, so we're not getting Jeremy Horn, and we're not getting iPhone. Okay, no one wants Andre Roberts. I'm gonna at least get Andre the Chief Roberts, because I can't compete with Pride. We're nobodies. So that's gonna be our prospect watch. Andre the Chief Roberts. Cool. Well, looks like I'm not getting those dudes. Can you just... Okay, there you go. He signed with Pride. Cool. Oh, actually, the Igor Vovchanchin, he's only 45 right now, but he actually, I guess he had potential. Like, I guess he retired in 2005 and then tried to make a comeback in 2009. He had no interest in fighting due to injuries. Did not appear. Then again, September 2016, Ryzen was trying to get him. He was training in his gym back in Ukraine. It's still kind of open-ended with that. Of course, Ryzen is trying to grab him. Let's see here. Oh well, we got Andre Roberts. That's good enough for me. We'll make a name off Andre Roberts. Skills are kind of weak, but we'll see what we can make. Oh, what did that? Whoops! No, we already have that. What's his fast starter? He's a fast starter, guys. Okay, so let me look at. Oh my god, I gotta remember. Absences, there we go. Okay, so these guys we might leave out of the next one so that we could work on our next card. So we'll build our next card here, and then we could probably call it a day. So Revolution 5. Let's look at 6 weeks from now. Where are we at 6 weeks? Everyone. Alright, let's move this back. Where's everyone in 5 weeks? Still there. All right, let's do a month. Where's everyone at in a month? We got two guys. Actually, I want to look at those two guys. Are they faceless? Randall Ward, Wayne Cutto. Let me look. I should just really get rid of those guys. Wayne Cutto. I kind of feel like getting rid of them just to get them out of here. But I could always use them to just fill out a card cheaply. He instantly took the roof off that building the first 10 seconds of his ad appearance. Oh my god, there we go. Alright, so technically we can go, let's do 5 weeks. That way we don't have to pay extra for anybody. It's a medium show. Let's go, man, 6,000 a month. I mean, we only got to do 5 weeks of it, but maybe if we do medium local, we might still do pretty well in getting people and then actually make some money and keep some money around. All right, let's do that. Revolution 5. All right. Andre Roberts. Main eventing, who's going to face Dan Henderson for the title? Let's go. Let's see here. J.R. Palmer seems like a guy he could face. Let's see. Rodney Gludner. Oh yeah, these are some of the other. Oh yeah, we got a fair amount of. Ooh. Andre Roberts and Valentin Overeem. Egan Inoue. Big men. We can try that. Of course, two wrestlers never. It hasn't worked out the greatest. Let me look at this. All right, so J.R. Palmer is at least a kickboxer, so maybe that'll go a little bit better. So we'll see if maybe that goes. Oh God, I just realized the weight difference between them. Because he's a lightweight. He's a super heavyweight. Oh my God, will he actually take this fight? Oh no. I feel bad now. I don't really want to do that to him. I could give him like Overeem. I know Overeem's at least a heavyweight. Jesus. I feel like giving him people who might actually be of his size. Oh my God! See, I keep finding like skinny. There's no way this dude is not. Yeah. There's not a lot of big boys to have him face. Maybe I'll give him like a. Yeah, maybe I'll give him like a heavyweight dude like this guy. Just give him like a tomato can to start, and then we can give him some name guys. Because he's 1 and 2. Robert should win. But we should get a main event. I do want to give... Let's see here. Point Gamma, thanks for the bits. Appreciate it. If he's main eventing, we could have a title defense. I feel like that's a good idea. Who should his first title defense be against, though? Enson Inoue. Let's see here. What's the closest? There's not a lot of close fights he can have. Man's gonna hold the title for a little bit, I think. We got this Rodney Glunder, but I don't know if I want to do that. He's not a known dude. We need to give it to a dude who at least it could like main event. But all the guys who can main event are not good either. Oh no. Jesus, I want to make this work. Ray Cooper, maybe? God, there's just not a lot of solid guys. Enson Inoue is a maybe. Could happen. We'll do that. You can even put the title on the line. There you go. Dan Henderson title fight against Enson Inoue. Should be okay. Coming off a victory, so we'll see what happens. Valentin Overeem needs a guy. Ooh, okay. So a couple of preliminary card guys. So they'll be early on in the fight, or on the card. We have got Carlos Newton. Carlos Newton, I feel like I'll have to get a guy who he could potentially. Egan Inoue might be that guy. They both got a lot of got a lot going for them though. But I might just do that because they're both pretty close. They're both middleweights. All right, I'll give that to them. I hate to try to put out either one of their momentums, but yeah, we'll see what happens here. Carlos Newton, Egan Inoue. I feel like that could be higher up here. And let's see here. We should give Joe Charles somebody as well. J.R. Palmer. We could try Izuru Takuchi, I think. Let me see here. Brennan Kamaka. That could be one too. These two have never fought. I feel like Charles is definitely a heavyweight though. Let's see. You know what? I might do it anyway. We can do Brennan Kamaka. Pretty close between these two guys. Judo and a brawler, so that should be interesting to say the least. See what we got. And what did they say? They should be main eventing and potentially main eventing. Okay, so we'll bring them up here behind Newton and Inoue. Because these guys are definitely main eventers as well. Dan Henderson gets that as well with Enson Inoue. So we got 5. We can probably put a couple more and we can actually maybe do some prelims. Mikey Burnett could probably use something. Let's see. Preliminary card. We come up here and we can see what we got. Dave Mann, Mikey Burnett. These two have never fought, so we could try that. Add that fight. Potentially main eventing, so they probably go behind that as well. Actually, both of them could probably... it's alright. We'll just sit there. And probably one more. And then we can maybe do some prelims to fill the rest of it out. Couple of no-namers. Let's see here. Preliminary. Buentello could probably use a win, as well as Ray Cooper. He's on a losing streak. I want someone that Buentello could maybe go toe to toe with. J.R. Palmer wouldn't be too bad. I don't want to give him too many losses right now, though. He could be on the preliminary card, but I feel like that might work. Maybe just give him a lesser guy. Help him do a little bit here. Trying to see here. Maybe this dude. We'll do that. There we go. So we got 7 fights there. We can do some prelims, which is just we'll just throw some dudes. See, all these guys have got some names to them, so it's a little it feels weird. We can do that, and then a couple of preliminary card guys. And let's see here. Didn't I do that already? No, I didn't. So him and Ray Cooper, but he's potentially main eventing. I don't know if I want to... Tony Freakland. I forgot he's here. Maybe he could... Well, he's actually doing pretty well. I feel like I could probably put him... Ooh, he's probably a guy I probably could have put somewhere. Let's see. So J.R. Palmer. I guess I could do that. Put that on the prelims. And maybe if I move back over here, I can add an 8th one with Freakland. Give someone for the Freak to fight. I think he's the only face guy left. Oh, nope. We got Ray Cooper. These two have never fought before. Perfect. Put on the main card. And we're good. All right. There you go. So that is our current show, Revolution 5 in 5 weeks. Dan Henderson main eventing in his first Revolution FC Open Weight Championship defense against Ensign Inoue. Still seems like he's a pretty clear favorite. Of course, just about anybody he's facing, he's going to be the clear favorite for. But 6-1 Dan Henderson versus 6-3 Ensign Inoue. We'll see how that works. Let me see the fight history here. So yeah, he had lost to Carlos Newton, but at the Grand Prix he had beaten Dave Menn in his fight. So he was left out of the actual Grand Prix tournament, but he'll be the first official challenger for the Openweight Championship. Of course, we'll also have Carlos Newton and Egan Inoue, who I don't believe was in the... Yeah, he had that win against Paul Buentello. We'll see if he can keep that going against the Ronin Carlos Newton, who is he's well in need of some form of win. So we'll see what happens there. Of course, Joe Charles looking for his first win in Revolution against Brennan Kamaka, and let's see, Mikey Burnett looking for a win against Dave Menn, and the Revolution debut of Andre the Chief Roberts. Game save there. There we go. That's A lot of money out of my pocket right now. Let's hopefully I can make some actual cash, because I'm gonna need it. Maybe I should just try to hire a bunch of people like this and just try to put on some BS shows. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing things wrong. Maybe it'll just end up snowballing eventually. We'll see what happens. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely move on to something else now. Move on probably to a little bit of football. But for the people on YouTube, this will be it. So thank you very much for continuing to watch. Greatly appreciated. Of course, let's see here. Oh, we do have updated rankings. Oh my God. Immediately, without ever fighting, Andre Roberts is the number 1 contender. The number 2 ranked guy. Wow. Fantastic. Either way. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, and hope to see you around for the next one.